Good morning. Welcome to build day 21. Last year it took 42 days to set this thing up. And on build day 21 last year, we were at the end of it, halfway through the setup. I'm looking at it this year. I don't know if we're halfway through or a little ahead or just slightly behind. I'm not sure. I've been out here for a little bit. Got the blow-ups plugged in, the truck's moved. I grabbed my tools, got out here, and got those guys put in. And realized I hadn't grabbed the vlog camera and started the vlog yet. So I figured I'd better do so. Get you guys going. Sorry, checking the garbage can. Garbage hasn't come. But anyway, the buzzards are in. That means the photo op is ready for electrical and lighting and fine-tunement, which won't be until stage 3 and 4. The front entrance way, the front facade, same thing. It's done. Waiting for electrical and whatever fine-tunement Sue wants to do. We've got the entranceway done too, so that's good to go. So that means we have what? 1, 2, 3 here, plus the 4 we got done before we started doing the driveway. That's 7 displays, all waiting for electrical and what have you. And the maze is done, so I guess we are getting somewhere. Main order of business today, and it won't take too long, a couple hours. And that's this here, the chain hallway. I gotta go through and get all the chains hung, and that does not take long. And I've got to get in here and get that put together and get that displayed together too, so I can get the fence back in. Sue did come in knowing I was going to be doing this, putting the props in this display, and got the cobwebbing done. So that's good to go. Once this display is done, we get the chains hung. We will be moving over into the graveyard. Now the graveyard is probably going to take the better part of the day and probably part of tomorrow as well. I doubt very highly we'll get the graveyard finished today. There's just way too much junk in here that needs to get set up, put into place, what have you. But that's pretty much going to be on the docket for today, is a chain haul and getting started on the graveyard. Let's see, breakfast of the day, 2 donuts of the day. We're going to have an apple fritter and a peanut butter and jelly bear claw. Those are my 2 favorites for some reason. So I always tend to kind of go with that. I know we've had them both separately as breakfast of the day. This time you're going to get them together. And we'll stay on the sweet factor and we'll go chocolate milk to drink. So there we got that. Let's say there was something else too having to do or related to yesterday's vlog, and I totally forgot what it was. Oh well, let's get the build day started before I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Hey guys, just a little after 4:30. Figured it was time to give you an update on what's going on here. We spent the morning getting the buzzards in. I think I showed you that in the last clip. But after that, we've been working in here in the chain hole. We got all the chains hung. So this display is for the most part finished. And we even got over here and got the new props in. Bride and groom. And then we got the old bride who's been rejected at the altar. She's in here all by herself. These guys are kind of a cutesy prop. When they both activate, she actually rocks them back and forth. Their eyes light up, and they have 4 different dialogues they do. One of them is a song, and they sing a duet. It's an old Sonny and Cher song. I can't even think of the name of it right now. But for you old timers, you'll know who Sonny and Cher are. and they sing a duet back and forth. The bride sings Cher's part, and the groom sings the Sonny part. And it's kind of cute, but it's another Costco prop, and this one went together a lot easier than the Butler did. I did end up having to make a platform to put them on so I could slide them back because they were sitting way too far out. But it'll be interesting. Anyway, we got done with that, and we moved over here, and I spent over an hour messing around in here, getting the entrance to the graveyard set up. Got Older Watson there, one of Mike Allen's coffins, the gargoyle, Gargy we called him. Put one of my light boxes here. Now, got that done a while ago. I've been working in here in the mausoleum. I fixed my holes that I had. I used Gorilla Tape up there, on that one. And this one down here, I just restapled it from the inside. I can't do the Hellmouth treatment on it because of the piping, so it's probably going to blow loose again. But the back end of the storm front that blew this loose is now blowing through, and I figure, well, I better get it fixed before it blows more, or rips more. Got that done, and now I am working on getting the boxes in with their curio keepsakes. Last year it was way easier to do it than this year. Last year it was just insert the box, attach the box to the mausoleum, put the curio in there with a little bit of hot glue so it doesn't fall over when the mausoleum shakes, and then put the plexiglass front on it. Real easy. Problem with it was we were noticing the boxes were so dark, people really weren't paying attention to the curios. So one of my first projects this season was I went through and I added an LED light to each box. So I'm having to go through and wire each box, and I'm just dropping the cords out the back. I figure once I get all the boxes wired and I have all the cords hanging out, I can go through and make connections and get it all in one power lead. But so far I've gotten 4 done. I got the big one over there, a small one there, and these 2, and I'm just starting on this one here. I'll probably be working most of the day just getting these urns in, and I don't know how much further we'll get in here. Like I said, it's a little after 4:30 now, and this is taking a little bit. In fact, I knew the graveyard was going to take a little bit, so. It's happy hour. Tonight's drink, if I can read it here without my glasses, is a Mai Tai. Aged rum, white rum, fresh lime juice, well, here, I better go over here like this. You're looking at the back of the page, weren't you? Cognac or Grand Marnier, Orgret, simple syrup, lime wedge, lime mint sprig for a garnish. And I think I misread a couple of the words. It's late. I didn't do happy hour on time. And I'm having trouble seeing the words. Curacao or Grand Marnier were the ingredients. I messed up on happy hour tonight. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, it's almost 9 o'clock. I gotta call it quits. Wanted to apologize for happy hour. I filmed it right before I filmed this segment, and this is my last segment before wrap up. I totally spaced it out tonight, but hey, at least I tried. We did decent out here. I've been working in the mausoleum, and as you can see down there, I got an urn in down there. All the little urns are in. It took a while. I went and added LEDs, an LED to each of the boxes to light up the urn. I explained that in one of the earlier segments. Which meant I had to wire them. And right now, I just have the wires. There, move the light with me so I can show you. You know, see, I just got the wire hanging out here. It's not connected to anything. I still need to get through and do a pigtail, starting with that one and working my way all the way around the haunt, or all the way around the mausoleum, I should say, and connect all those lines together. And I'm probably going to dump it out right here where I can hook it into the floodlights when I go to do the lighting in here. You know, so they'll power up. I'll probably leave it a little bit extra long, that way we can test it tomorrow to make sure all my connections are working. And if I remember, I'll give you a glimpse of it tomorrow night too, so you can see what the LEDs do. I'm curious to see what they look like at night anyway, so, but I do need to test and make sure all my connections are working. But that's for tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. Stay tuned for your end of the day wrap up. Okay, end of the day wrap up. I'm cold and I'm tired. I've got a weird feeling going on right now. I'm sitting out there working on the lights. I'm making boo-boos and mistakes and what have you. My sister said, yeah, come on, let's just keep going. Come on, let's just keep going. You know, we can get more done. Come on, let's go. And it's like, shit, I put a connector on with only one wire in it, and it's supposed to have 2 wires on it. Or, oops, I wasn't supposed to snip that one. Oh, don't worry about it. Come on, just keep going. We'll get it done. Come on. It's like, okay, it's time to quit. We didn't do too bad today, I don't think. I knew I wasn't going to make it very far in the graveyard. That mausoleum is a bitch to get fully set up. But it looks nice once it's done. We got the buzzards in. We got chains up in the chain hall and the display set up and done in there. So that whole display is totally finished. We got the entrance area to the graveyard roughed in and done, and we got to start on the mausoleum. I still need to go through and hook up the power wires and stuff, so we can test the lights. I also had the light bulbs in the arch for the entrance. I tested that after I filmed the last segment, and I have 2 bulbs causing problems, and it's not the bulbs, it's the sockets on them, and I knew I was going to have problems with those sockets. They were old chains, old outdoor Christmas light chains. I replaced them because I was having problems with the sockets. So I'm going to have to look at it in the off season, because there's no way I can fix it with them installed, and I'm not taking those arches down. They were a bitch to put up to begin with. So they can wait till the off season. I'll just have 1 to 2 bulbs burned out, or looking like they're burned out. Tomorrow, more graveyard. Hopefully we'll get the graveyard finished tomorrow. Not gonna guarantee it. What the fuck? Where did that come from? Black pipe. Don't remember bringing that out here. I know I didn't bring that out here. I wonder if Sue Ann brought it out here. Don't know. I'll have to ask her about that. Yeah, no, we need to get in on that mausoleum, hop in on that mausoleum tomorrow. If I can get the pigtail attached to all the boxes, we can test them, make sure all my connections are working. If they're not, I'll have to go back through and diagnose what's wrong, fix it, what have you. And once that's done, we should jump forward quite a bit. We got the rest of the props that go in the mausoleum. Those won't take long to go in at all. I got the exit area for the mausoleum to do, and then it's the main graveyard, getting all the pneumatic and motorized tombstones and stuff installed in place, what have you. I know I do have one welding project I have to do. Morgan's tombstone I turned into a popper. It has a skeleton that lays down, and when it activates, pops up. The hinge on the bar that holds the skeleton, the hinge failed last year after about the 4th try. I used too lightweight of a hinge, and didn't have enough support for it. So I need to get that in the shop, get that fixed. That's a small welding project, and if it shows up, verily, I got a couple of bases where the weld failed on those too. And I'll just weld those, fix those all up all together. And I'll get into the weld on those fence brackets tomorrow. Explain what's going on with them. So, but the goal tomorrow is to get the graveyard finished. And then we can move on. So, with that, stay spooky, stay toxic, and good night, Mars.